Now on Nightside, Russia is accused of helping Iran target American troops. Now President Trump is demanding surrender. The latest in the war with Iran.
I'm tracking some very light rain tonight. I'll let you know what that means for your Saturday and tell you about the warmest weather since October in the First Alert forecast.
And it's semifinal Friday at the State Beat Tournament. We'll tell you which teams are heading to the final. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, there are new concerns tonight about Russia's role in the war with Iran. Good evening, and thanks for staying up with us. I'm Derek Dice. ABC News sources say Russia is providing Iran with intelligence, including locations of American troops in the region. This comes as President Trump is demanding an unconditional surrender from Iran. Here's ABC's Melissa Adon with the latest in the Middle East.
Tonight, the conflict in the Middle East intensifying. Iranian missile debris seen igniting a U.S. military base in Kuwait. No injuries have been reported. This as ABC News sources say the U.S. believes Russia has been providing Iran with the locations of American troops in the region, including aircraft and ships. The White House downplaying Russia's impact.
It clearly is not making a difference with respect to the military operations in Iran because we are completely decimating them.
President Trump is demanding for Iran's unconditional surrender, pledging the U.S. and allies will work tirelessly to bring Iran back from the brink of destruction, making it economically bigger, better, and stronger than ever before, adding, make Iran great again. Iran now launching strikes against Kurdish opposition groups in Iraq. And tonight, the world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, now moving into the Red Sea. The Pentagon saying the U.S. has struck more than 3,000 targets in Iran. And Israel is expanding its strikes deeper into Lebanon. ABC's Matt Rivers is in Beirut.
There's another missile coming in right now. You can hear that explosion there.
Meanwhile, a New England Patriots plane seen chartering hundreds of Americans home. At least 27,000 U.S. citizens have left the Middle East since the war erupted. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now. And did I hear you right? Tomorrow is expected to be the warmest day since October?
And that is right, close to 60 degrees. And did I hear you right that you have a tea time?
Yeah.
Well then, that worked out pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Take a look at your weekend planner. Saturday, 59 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds, at times more clouds than sun, particularly in the morning. Winds will pick up a little bit on Saturday. I'll talk more about that later on the news. And then Sunday, we are looking for a windy day. Wind gusts up to 40, even 45 miles per hour. And that's going to be pretty much all day. You're going to be contending with the wind. Our average high is 46. We're going to be at least 10 degrees above average both days. And we do have the possibility of some spotty showers on Sunday. Here's those high temperatures around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. A little bit warmer, a little bit clearer on the Washington side of the border. 60 degrees in downtown Spokane with all those visitors for State B and volleyball. Good timing. 61 degrees in Meade. We'll be in the upper 50s in Medical Lake, Cheney, Suncrest, and Deer Park. Lower to mid 50s through the Coeur d'Alene area and points to the north. 52 in Bonners Ferry and 50 in Sandpoint, but lots of mid-60s on the map, including Moses Lake and Lewiston. Meanwhile, we do have some very light rain trying to work its way across the region. It's not going to have a lot of luck, but we do still have a chance to see some showers around the region until about 2 a.m. and then we'll begin to dry out for that dry Saturday. I was able to just find one spot where there's wet roads, and that is in the Sandpoint area. Here is the live camera from US 2 and Boyer right now, but it's not falling as snow, not with the temperatures that we have. I will be back with your 7-day forecast and tell you about some much cooler weather on the way, Derek.
All right, talk to you in a bit. The Washington State University Board of Regents voted today to give a one-time $20 million investment investment to the athletics program. In a message to WSU faculty and staff, University President Betsy Cantwell says the investment reflects the board's recognition that a strong athletics program is one of the main drivers of student recruitment, retention, and institutional pride. The money will come from the school's operating funds. All right, here's a live look at Numerica Veterans Arena, the home of the State Beat Tournament semifinal games ending really just a few minutes ago. Sports Director Jack Wallace is joining us here now. And Jack, there are some really fun games tonight over at the arena.
Lots of great ones. 9 local teams fighting for the final 8 spots across the B brackets. We're going to go right to the action with our 2B boys. Our 7:15 p.m. time slot was a pretty great one. Starting with the 2B Titans battle between 3-seeded Okanagan and 1-seeded Colfax. A pair of Bulldogs teams meeting to decide who goes to the state finals. Very tight game early. Incoming Ledger Kelly. My goodness, what a posterizer early on the night. The crowd absolutely juiced up. But Okanagan keeping pace here. Hiram Lyles with the nice drive. Just a little kiss off the glass there. It's in. Bulldogs in red have the lead. Adric Jenkins this whole tournament has been unstoppable. He gets a little help from the opening on the wing. Rise and fire. Splash. Colfax starting to gain momentum late in the quarter. Waning moments now of the first. Jenkins from half court. Come on, man. Beats the buzzer. Are you kidding me, Adric? Colfax, the team of destiny tonight. They overrun Okanagan to book a trip to the state final. 62-48, the final. 9-seed Davenport and 4-seed Reardon tussling for the state final spot over on the girls' side of 2B. Glenna Soliday, tremendous for the Gorillas this tournament, gets the finish for the 1-point lead. Reardon now in the paint. Denise Waters, what a drive and what a tournament for her, too. She takes that lead right back for the Screaming Eagles. Next quarter, Rylan Green getting the rock from Waters, getting to work. Shot rolls in. Reardon up 2. Davenport answering quickly. Claire Lafra banks off the glass. We're tied at 24. Nearing the end of the third quarter, Screaming Eagles have it. Chasing Waters at the buzzer. Oh my goodness, we have another buzzer beater. Reardon using all that positive momentum to a 49-38 win. They're on to the state 2B finals. Now later on in sports, we're going to have our other finals across both the B brackets and our A teams that are still alive out west. Derek, back to you.
All right, can't wait, Jack. Thank you. Many families make their way to Spokane for State B, but for the Columbia Burbank boys, family and basketball is kind of a package deal. 3 of the players are brothers, and the head coach is their dad. Todd Shoemaker has been coaching the school's basketball team for 14 seasons. His team won the state title last year, came in second the year before. But this year, win or lose, Shoemaker says he's just happy to share these memories with his family.
Had a nice run, and these kids have seen it, some of them from the stands when they were in middle school and even elementary, and now they're playing in it, so it's kind of cool.
But the Shoemaker family is here supporting another team, too. The boys' mom, Megan, wore a shirt honoring Colfax basketball coach Reese Jenkins, who passed away from cancer last week. She says small schools share a special camaraderie. The Coyotes forced overtime against Northwest Christian today, but were later eliminated by the Crusaders. The State B basketball tournament and the Pacific Northwest qualifier volleyball tournament are expected to draw 50,000 people to Spokane. Local businesses are looking forward to the surge in customers. The Spokane Sports Commission estimates the events it hosted last year generated nearly $100 million for the local economy, and those events sustained nearly 600 local jobs. Restaurants like The Onion see a 20 to 30% increase in sales when events like the PNQ come to town.
I would say that at the very least, it'll probably pull our sales up by 20 to 30% over the weekends, and sometimes on the weekdays it's even doubles our sales. So it's very exciting for us this time of year.
The Onion says this time of year can be very slow for restaurants, but events like Restaurant Week, sporting events, and St. Patrick's Day can make a huge difference for sustaining businesses throughout downtown. Still to come here on Nightside, we're geared up for an active week of weather. Warm temperatures this weekend, followed by wind and then possibly snow. We'll get you prepared for the full First Alert forecast coming up after the break.
Stay up, winners never sleep. I see you more than almost every one of my friends.
If I had to say my best friend, just based on time seeing together.
Thank you.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. 4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
Drowning in credit card debt? You're not alone. I'm Derek Dice. On the next Money Saving Monday, I'll show you the first step to take control, how to pay off debt wisely, smart consolidation tips, and the mistakes that could cost you more. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
This season, your refund goes further.
At all Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations. For a limited time, we're giving you a sales tax discount equal to double or triple the sales tax, so you can refresh your space for much less with the tax break you need and the comfort you deserve.
Plus, with no money down, special financing for 5 years, you can save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Okay, I brought you guys all here today because I want the Easy Home Buyer to buy more homes than ever this year, and I need new ideas.
We could blow up a house. That'd be cool.
Or we could just keep reminding people that we pay a high value for their home and we can close quickly in 14 days. And there are no closing costs.
I like it.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
How would you like a brand new, sporty, and efficient new Honda while saving thousands using Findlay Honda Spokane employee pricing? Backed by popular demand, it's the 48-hour flash sale at Findlay Honda Spokane,
where we are marking down over 48 new and used vehicles to sell fast. Plus, during this 48-hour sale, you get to pay what our Findlay Honda Spokane employees pay.
This week at Findlay Honda Spokane.
This show is wonderful, Jimmy.
You're defending democracy.
Yes! People have spoken. There's a lot more to come, so save your energy here.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC. 4 News Now is brought to you by Cornerstone Court Assisted Living and Memory Care.
The YWCA of Spokane celebrated Women's History Month today by hosting its annual Women of Achievement Awards. Our very own Chris Crocker emceed the event. The award recognized 9 women leaders and change makers who made significant contributions to the community. The luncheon also helps raise funds to support women, children, and survivors of domestic violence. Kirsten O'Connor was there today as well. She said there were some young award recipients that made our accomplishments look pale by comparison.
I can't, thank goodness. Yeah, people are out there trying to change the world, and I'm here to celebrate them. It is really inspirational. And let's talk about the weekend. It is here, and we're starting off pretty warm. It's still 45 degrees in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I thought it was starting to sprinkle in Spokane, and then it stopped. So there is really just the very lightest of rain in progress right now in Spokane. Warm Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be up in the 60-degree range tomorrow. A little bit cooler on Sunday, but still 10 degrees above average. Gusty winds on Sunday, and then we cool down with a pretty good chance of some snowflakes down in the valleys next week. I'll show you in just a moment. Right now, we do have a front moving through the region. It is going to continue to bring the possibility of some very light rain through around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning in Spokane. It'll taper off a little bit later in the central panhandle. Here is noon on Saturday, and that's when we have a good chance to start seeing a little bit of sunshine. Maybe wake up with the clouds, and we'll hold on to those clouds later in the day in North Idaho. That's one of the reasons the temperatures are a little bit cooler there for highs. Our winds are going to be picking up throughout the day tomorrow in the afternoon. Wind gusts 25, possibly 30 miles per hour in spots, 23-mile-per-hour gusts in Spokane. The stronger gusts from the Columbia Basin down through the Palouse, as is frequently the case. Sunday, our winds pick up even more. However, we're looking at wind gusts in excess of 40 miles per hour in spots. Currently, no watches, advisories, warnings of any kind for the winds, but now's a good time to download the 4 News Now First Alert weather app. So if there is some sort of change in the forecast and these winds are going to be picking up, you will be first to know. We take a look. I'm starting this off at 10:30 on Saturday, so dry throughout the day. Then we'll bring in a chance of a few spotty showers on Sunday. We've got some cold air that's going to be pushing in. That's what's picking up our winds, giving us the chance of a few snow showers then as cold air comes in for Monday and Tuesday. And then a much bigger system comes in on Wednesday, and that is going to be met with the cooler air waiting for it. It's coming along with very cold air in the upper layers of the atmosphere, and so that sets the stage for some snow on Wednesday morning. Won't stick around long because we are going to be warming up into the 40s, but there is still that possibility of some late season snowflakes, actually Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, rain with a low of 35, a high of 50 degrees, and then the possibility for some showers, maybe a little graupel on Friday. Also keeping an eye on Thursday for the potential for more gusty winds. I have a pick of the night to share with you. This is from Valerie Fink. Sunset this weekend. She was out at Restaurant Week in Coeur d'Alene. Inlander does restaurants in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane, and I think Sandpoint as well, and captured this beautiful sunset there at Lake Coeur d'Alene. Derek?
Yeah, lovely shot. All right, it is National School Breakfast Week. At Spokane Public Schools, district staff start preparing for these meals well in advance from when they're actually served to students. Menu planning starts about a year in advance. This allows them to prepare for changes in the supply chain, test the recipes, and train staff on how to prepare the meals. SPS have been offering breakfast for decades, but only started making them free a few years ago.
So we've seen a huge increase in participation. We have a lot of kids who take advantage of it, which is awesome. We love to see it.
Ellen Ramus is a dietitian for the district. She says before the pandemic, SPS used to serve around 8,500 breakfasts a day. Now it's about 12,000 a day. According to the School Nutrition Association, a child who eats breakfast performs better on standardized tests, has better concentration in class, and has fewer behavioral problems. Still ahead, Spokane's newest homeless shelter is operating at capacity just 2 weeks after opening. How it's working to help members of the LGBTQ community. Don't go away.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Fred Meyer same-day pickup and delivery, you can shop the same great prices you'd find in store, and we bring the groceries right to you, so you can catch more family time. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Get ready for adventure. Choose your path at this year's Big Horn Show. Explore trophy territory. Learn from top pros at Bighorn University. And bring the whole family for archery, fishing world, and tons of interactive activities. March 19th through 22nd, the Big Horn Show takes over the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Your next adventure starts here.
What kind of a book is it?
It's a love story.
The Notebook is now a romantic Broadway musical for the ages, full of butterfly-inducing highs.
Why didn't you write to me?
I wrote you a letter every day for a year.
Based on the best-selling novel that inspired the iconic film. Fall in love again at The Notebook.
March 17th through the 22nd at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one, Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Vineyard Park at South Hill, now open for independent living, assisted living, and memory care.
Spokane has opened a new homeless shelter specifically for LGBTQ community members at North Hill Christian Church. The shelter sits at Post and Wellesley in a largely residential area. It's been operating for 2 weeks. The church's basement space offers medical care, substance use treatment, and housing placement assistance. All of its beds have been full this past week as the facility helps guests transition to permanent housing.
It makes me feel really excited that we have done the work within the congregation to talk about what the needs are of this community, people who are children of God that we want to have a safe space to be. And we're happy to be that safe space.
Jules Helping Hands approached the church about the shelter plan in January, and the church board approved the proposal. Scott Webb, the vice chair of the North Hill Neighborhood Council, supports the shelter as long as guests respect the neighborhood. The council will discuss the shelter at Thursday's meeting and select a liaison to work with the facility. All right, time now for our top trending stories in the 4 News Now Story Tracker. After being voted one of the best sandwiches in the nation, a Missoula deli has opened a new location in Airway Heights. Tagliere Delicatessen offers old-world Italian flavors with stacked sandwiches, charcuterie, and soon wine. It's located on Highway 2 near Hazelwood Road and is open daily. Next, lawmakers in Olympia are one step closer to creating rules on license plate reader regulations. The House overwhelmingly approved new limits on how police and cities can use the cameras and how long they can keep the data. The bill blocks sharing data for immigration enforcement and bans readers near schools, churches, courts, and food banks. Supporters call it a balanced compromise between privacy and public safety, but critics say it doesn't go far enough. The bill now heads back to the Senate. And topping the list, a Hilliard man was sentenced to 20 years in prison for his role in running a commercial pill press operation out of his home. According to court documents, 37-year-old Nicholas Adams and his co-defendant obtained a commercial pill press and set up an operation in the basement of Adams' home. They mixed powdered fentanyl and cutting agents to make their own fentanyl pills for bulk distribution into the community. Investigators say they had enough product to make more than 2 million fentanyl pills containing a lethal dose. You can find each of these stories and more at KXLY.com. With winter winding down, it's the perfect time to start thinking about your spring and summer getaways. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're taking you above a campground that has something for everyone and maybe the perfect staycation. Let's take a ride in the Air 4 drone over Round Lake State Park in Bonner County.
Round Lake State Park. These are our new tree houses that are going to be available for overnight stays. The park is about 200 acres. We have 51 campsites. 17 of them have hookup sites. The campground actually is open year-round. We do have boat rentals. We have canoe rentals, kayak rentals, and stand-up paddleboard rentals. We also have a loaner fishing program. All you have to do is have your current fishing license, and we provide you tackle and fishing poles, and you can come out here and fish. We have hiking trails around the lake, so it gives you an opportunity to get out, do some hiking, maybe a little bit of mountain biking. In the visitor center, we have loaner backpacks, which have different activities for kids to allow them to explore the park on their own time with their parents. There's about 6 different topics that we have that they can check out. The backpack doesn't cost anything, and they can kind of explore the park with the activities. What I've seen over the years is people will come back year after year. It is family friendly, so it's a great place if you're just starting out camping to bring your young kids, get them outside, come to the park, and you can see that, you know, there are still special places that people can go to, relax and enjoy, and just unwind.
Looks awesome, especially those tree houses. All right, we covered the 2 big State B basketball games earlier in the newscast, but we have 4 more for you coming up.
Also, Gonzaga Prep boys, Clarkston girls, and our Idaho schools battling out in their state runs a little further from here. We have all that coverage from the arena, too, coming right here in just a few minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Bighorn Outdoor Adventure Show, March 19th through the 22nd.
RJ Decker, I'm a private investigator.
And I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday.
You here to offer me another job?
Maybe we dive in together and find something that connects.
What happened to your eye?
It's complicated.
When you call the advocates, you'll see right away. We don't fiddle around.
We don't waste time.
Don't dilly-dally.
We don't burn daylight.
Because this isn't our first rodeo.
Or a second.
We know the ropes.
Bent the dance.
We've been down this road.
We know the score.
We've been there.
Got the t-shirt.
Done it all?
Seen it all.
Which means the Advocates is the place to call for your injury case. We'll fight to get you the most.
And don't dilly-dally.
Don't start that again. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Hi, I'm Congressman Michael Baumgartner. One of my jobs is to help veterans navigate the VA and to help all of you cut through the red tape at federal agencies, including the VA, Medicare, Social Security, the IRS, and USDA. Remember, I work for you.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been about running, jumping, blocking, tackling. I have terrible foot issues that prevented me from really having a normal life with my kids. With the good feet, our supports, man, I'm always ready. My kids actually got to enjoy me in the yard more, racing each other, backpedaling, teaching them some things, being a dad.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
We continue our State B coverage with the girls 2B semifinals, finding out who's going to join 5-seeded Cle Elum Roslyn after they upset 1-seed Napavine in our early time slot. It's either going to be 9-seed Adna or 4-seed Reardon. Pirates recover the loose ball. Trevin Salm passes to Grayson Humphrey, buried back, slams the 3 in. Adna holding a healthy 18-7 lead. To Reardon, trying to climb out of the ever-increasing hole. Maverick Sabota drives, can't find a lane, passes to Fred Frolov, who spins his way to score. Adna still leads by 11. Landon Klein throws this pass way back up, backdoor alley-oop, little short layup. Humphrey, close shot. Adna, an incredibly impressive first half. They ride a 10-point win into the 2B title game as the 9-seed face Colfax for the chip tomorrow at 3 p.m. Now to the 1B boys, Amira Cooley Hartline passing inside to Josh Booker, layup good in traffic. ACH taking a 10-4 lead over Tulalip Heritage. Warriors up 4 early. Nolan Grindy wants a little more pop-up jumper on the run. Ball ricocheting around. How about that for a bucket? Warriors doubling up the Hawks. Tulip Heritage starting to turn the tide as the first half continues, though. Damian Parks, quick three-pointer. It's good. Hawks lead by 2. Hawks keep the pace pushing. Jalen Gray, the great defense, passing down court. Parks again, the finger roll. Perfect. Tulip Heritage overcomes the early deficit, pulls off an impressive win, 64-49, to advance to the title game against 1-seeded Lummi Nation. Now to the girls' side of 1B, we had local teams in both semifinals. The 3-time defending champs, Nia Bay Lady Reds, look for another big win now against the Oakdale Nighthawks. Quappy Green gets the impressive steal. Now she's racing back across midcourt. Little juke move right here, and now in for the layup. What a great sequence for these Lady Reds. Late in the first half, Oakdale trying for their first field goal of the second quarter, spinning around. Braden Henley gets a pretty nice finish on that one. Oakdale cuts into the Nia Bay lead. Last few moments now, the half. Green on a tear. She hits another 3. Nia Bay no trouble to move on to the state finals. They win 56-23 and look for now their 4th straight ring tomorrow. Let's check who will face Nia Bay tomorrow. It'll either be Garfield Palouse or Waterville Mansfield. Vikings come out scoring well. Ellie Collier looks for Elena Flansburgh. She gets Garfield ahead 2-0 early. Shockers Delaney Walker, no relation to the former Titans tight end, passes up court to Hannah Nelson. She's got all day for the corner 3. Bang! Garfield lead now trimmed to 3. Vikings' Cara Brantner, she didn't like that, so she's going to scan for an open Flansburgh. Somehow gets this shot up and in. A lot of traffic in there. Doesn't matter. Garfield lead again goes to 5, but it's tight the whole way down. Garfield Palouse earns a 1-point win heading to the finals tomorrow against Nia Bay. And incredibly, the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups continue their path to a back-to-back state title, beating the 7-seeded Emerald Ridge Jaguars 52-37. Jack Pierce led the Pups with 16 points. Jackson Mott amazing on the boards again, 13 this time. G-Prep advances to the 4A title game against the Richland Bombers in an epic rematch of the District 6 title game, one Richland won. In the 2A girls side, our final team left alive falls. The 4th-seeded Clarkston Bantams fell to the top-seeded Linden Lions 50-30. Clarkston shot under 20% from the field and 10% from 3. Linden's defense just dominant on this whole run. Bantams close their season tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. in the 3rd-place game. On the 6A side of the Idaho High School State Hoops, 3-seed Lake City keeps their hopes alive for a title with a 68-51 win over 2-seed Centennial, and they play top-seeded Owyhee tomorrow for the 6A title. In our 5A game, Lewiston Bengals, a 6-game win streak now heading into the championship game. They'll face Bishop Kelly tomorrow at 6 p.m. In 4A, Bonners Ferry continues their quest for a repeat title with a 56-53 win. They're just a 5-seed, but they beat number 1 seed Teton. They're on the title. And we have another local team winning on the 3A side. St. Mary's carries their 1 seed well over the 4th seed of Ryrie Bulldogs, 42-37 final. 2A side, top-seeded Kendrick Tigers beat 4-seed North Star Charter by 24, 75-51 final, and they'll face 2-seed Lakeside, who beat 3-seeded Prairie tonight, 57-52, and they'll face Kendrick, who's looking for their first state ring since World War II. Now looking at Washington State basketball, women's hoops rushed out of the gates to bury the Pacific Tigers. Great postseason so far for the Cougs, 82-76, keeping their season alive. Wazoo outscored Pacific 37-18 at halftime. They led 91% of this whole game. Eleanor Villa scored 22. She's just 14 points away from tying for 9th in WSU career points. And a 31-point Tigers fourth quarter could not overcome that sizable deficit early. And the Cougs now have a spot in tomorrow's third-round game against the 5-seeded Portland Pilots. And speaking of the Pilots, WSU men did not fare as well in their game tonight, falling 74-68 to Portland despite the regular season sweep. The Cougs squandered a 4-point first-half lead, controlling turnovers, but only 7 there. Not shooting the ball well enough down the stretch, though. Ace Glass not only scored 19 points, but he broke Miles Rice's single-season record for the most freshman points by a Coug. So a long offseason ahead for the men's side. The women's trying to avoid a Coug sweep against Portland tomorrow, but really impressive for them to have the rocky season they did and now back-to-back postseason wins. Really good for that team.
I think it's 4 in a row overall for the women. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
This week on GMA, wake up with Jennifer Lopez, Jalen Hurts, the Mormon Wives, and Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis.
I have a really good feeling about this.
I do too.
Plus, counting down to the Oscars with Conan, only on
Good morning, America.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
This season, your refund goes further.
At all Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations. For a limited time, we're giving you a sales tax discount equal to double or triple the sales tax, so you can refresh your space for much less with the tax break you need and the comfort you deserve.
Plus, with no money down, special financing for 5 years, you can save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
So I brought everyone here today for an easy homebuyer workshop to talk about how we can improve. Yes.
We need to remind people we are local and that we buy hundreds of homes every year.
That's good.
How about we give everyone a check in 14 days and buy their home as is?
Great, even better.
At Easy Home Buyer, we make selling your home easy and quick. No hassle, just a great offer.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
How would you like a brand new, sporty, and efficient new Honda while saving thousands using Findlay Honda Spokane employee pricing? Backed by popular demand, it's the 48-hour flash sale at Findlay Honda Spokane,
where we are marking down over 48 new and used vehicles to sell fast. Plus, during this 48-hour sale, you get to pay what our Findlay Honda Spokane employees pay.
This week at Findlay Honda Spokane. What kind of a book is it?
It's a love story.
The Notebook is now a romantic Broadway musical for the ages, full of butterfly-inducing highs. Why didn't you write to me?
I wrote you a letter every day for a year.
Based on the best-selling novel that inspired the iconic film. Fall in love again at The Notebook.
March 17th through the 22nd at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
"59 degrees tomorrow. You may wake up with the clouds, but expect to see at least some sunshine in the afternoon. We set our clocks forward on Sunday. It's going to be a windy Sunday, and I'm looking forward to Monday sunset. Isn't that going to be nice?
Right? Going to be late in the 6 o'clock hour, right?
Yes, exactly. 6:45.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for being with us here on 4 News Now Nightside. Everybody have a great weekend.